posturing also becomes a fundamental thing, which is, look, Hamas has to really, and Hamas, not to get too much into, the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gridiron Sports Podcast. Y'all already know who it is. You got Majestic Sounds. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe and become a part of this community. All right, so I jumped on here to basically inform you guys about Jordan Phillips being placed on IR because of a wrist injury. However, Jordan Phillips jumps on social media to tell everyone that, hey, I'm ready to go. I don't know why Dallas is putting me on the IR list, saying that I'm injured and everything is fine with my wrist. So it's some funny business going on about that. So they are basically throwing this man under the bus, in my humble opinion, putting the blame for the New Orleans beatdown on him, when we all know that's a collective defeat. That everybody from the head coach all the way down to the water boy, everybody rolled over and played dead, so to speak, in that embarrassing season opener in week 2. Now, the Cowboys have decided to put him on, him as in Jordan Phillips, on IR, and bring in this guy by the name of Carlos Watkins. And Carlos Watkins is not a world beater. I mean, the guy he's okay, but he's not a Pro Bowler or some All-Pro guy that's gonna come in and just turn the whole defensive line around. But if you guys have been following me on Spotify, IR Radio, and Amazon, and all the other platforms that I am on, you would already know I've been talking about the nose tackle position since the offseason, since OTAs and minicamp, that we are depleted. We are completely depleted at that particular position, you guys. I've been talking about this, so it ain't nothing new. This is what you get when you don't spend money. This is what you get when you don't make moves fast enough. And during the off season, you had March to really into June or July to get that done. Even the Dak situation, even the CD Lamb, I get it. You got to pay everybody, but that's what it is. You have to. This is a professional sport where you have to spend money if you want good players on your team. You got to spend money. We got to be able to stop the run. The nose tackle position is vital in stopping the run. It's not just the linebacker's responsibility. It's the defense collectively, especially the front line. So the nose tackle position is very vital when it comes down to stopping the run. So in this particular situation, I'm not surprised that, Dallas had another guy in their back pocket, and they're going to pin this blame on a Jordan Phillips. And anybody who got 2 eyes can plainly see that loss against New Orleans was everybody's fault, from the coaching staff to the players. So making this move, it ain't really gonna help. You know what I'm saying? And let's do Watkins, no disrespect to Watkins, unless he finna come out here and do something spectacular, I don't see it. I just don't see that happening. And since Mike McCarthy has been the head coach, this is what's been going on. And honestly, Mike McCarthy can only do so much. Will McClay, shout out to Will McClay as well. Will McClay can only do so much with the money that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones allow them to use, the budget that they give these guys. And so now Hey, Will McClay calls in Mike McCarthy. He calls in Mike Zimmer, and he tells them, hey, listen, this is the budget that we have. See what we can do. Let's come put our minds together. Let's see who we can get with this budget that we have. So I'm going to play a small clip of my guy Law Nation that's basically going to, I think he got this from someone else, but he's basically going to talk about since the Mike McCarthy era, these are the nose tackles that we have acquired. And to me, no names really jump out. No household names that people may know jumped out. Like, it's a couple of names in there that we rocking with right now. But they cool, no shade thrown towards any of these guys, but they ain't world beaters, to say the least. They ain't. But y'all check this out real quick, and I'll continue to talk to you after we check this out.
Carlos Watkins, who's pretty much been a doormat at this point of his career. Not really a good thing and a good sight for the Cowboys, if I can be transparent and 1,000,000% with y'all beautiful people that's watching this. Now, granted, this is what Brandon Laurie, he reported this, the Cowboys' investment on the defensive interior line since 2020.
Did y'all hear that? The Cowboys' investment on the interior line, the nose tackle position, or you can call it the one tech position. Just the defensive line, period. The one tech, the three tech, what these guys have been able to do in the Mike McCarthy area. Not blaming everything on Mike McCarthy because, on him and Will McClay and Mike Zimmer, and even when Dan Quinn was there, they all got a certain amount of bread they only can use. And for the bread that they got, man, this is what you get when you don't want to spend the bread. So I'm gonna let him run down the list. Here we go.
Mike McCarthy's era. Okay, in 2020, we know about the Gerald McCoy. He didn't get a chance to play. Dontario Poe. He was long in the tooth at the time, and it was reported that he was 380 pounds.
Whoa.
They drafted Gallimore, who was pretty good for us for a spell, and he kind of got twisted up with his arm, and he fell off since 2020. Antoine Woods, they decided to circle the block back with him. That didn't really manifest into good things with Antoine Woods. 2020 was a curse year, Hey, 2020 for those who've been following the channel. And then in 2021, Carlos Watkins, Brent Urban, remember Osa, who's been pretty good for us. Chauncey Golston, he's still here. Quentin Bohanna. I really think that the Cowboys moved on a little too quickly from Quentin Bohanna.
I agree.
Justin Hamilton, shout out to him. He one of my Natchez boys, big boys down inside. And he was from the practice squad. They signed him up, and he only stayed for a cup of coffee. And then in 2022, Carlos Watkins, we re-signed him. That was a good deal for a situation, but he wasn't really like a thing, whereas we look back at it and say, yeah, this was a great movement. John Ridgeway, that was a situation that I can say, all right, maybe, just maybe, but we didn't allow that to manifest and mature. So we see all of that. All right, and then we had Jonathan Hankins.
Yeah.
Who we can all say, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
we kind of popped some champagne bottles. We traded for him because we needed help on stopping the run.
Right.
But that didn't materialize into a lot of things because he's gone now. And of course, he didn't want to stay. Tristan Hill, man, oh man. If I can tell you stories about Tristan Hill, but that's a whole nother conversation. And then in 2023, big Jonathan Hankins.
Y'all stand by. I don't even know what just happened. Let me get back on here. All right, cool. Here we go.
We brought him back. We re-signed him. But it took forever. And, played pretty good, but he got hurt right before we went to the postseason.
Yes,
and then, he was able to play, but it wasn't enough for us. Tack McKinley. He was listed as a defensive tackle, but we didn't get a chance to see a lot of him. Mozzie, we drafted Mozzie.
Listen.
And people have to understand, with that first-round draft pick, normally, when you draft an interior guy on the latter end of the first round, it normally takes 2 to 3 years before you see anything.
Right.
We can already say, there's already people waving a lot of white flags on this one, right? Because Mozzie, according to information today, he was hurt or he got it back all twisted up and he left practice. So we will see how this materialized down the stretch. Fihoko, who's gone now, we drafted him. Tyrese Wheat, shout out to him, who's on the practice squad, and Carl Davis may have to bring him back because he's on someone's practice squad. Is he on this team practice squad? No, I don't think so. He's gone. And then in 2024, Carl Davis, they re-signed him, and I think he's on the practice squad or he's gone. Justin Rogers, we drafted him. We drafted him. He went off to Cincinnati, and then we didn't bring him back for some strange reason. Then Carl Lawson, who is pretty much, if he can stay healthy, he will be a good situation for him. Phil Hoskins. Then my guy Jordan Phillips and Linval Joseph, who's really long in the tooth. If you look at this list, what I went over today, you can clearly see that you pay for what you get.
Boom.
You went long in the tooth with the interior defensive tackle guys, and you got bitten with the long in the tooth guys. That's just the reality of it. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And
boom. And we'll start right there. There you have it. You get what you pay for. And now they seen what they wanted to see out of Jordan Phillips. They're going to place him on IR. And they're going to bring in Carlos Watkins. Again, who's not a worthy. All right, Cowboy Nation, I just wanted to give y'all that bit of information that we still razor blade thin at the nose tackle position. I've been jumping up on the table, screaming this since the off season that we gotta make moves a little more quicker. We gotta be more decisive. We gotta pay our players expeditiously and try to conserve some money. So when it's time to sign new guys to the team, you can do so because you didn't pay everybody else early and not wait till the last minute. And now you're trying to conserve money and go to the discount store and what have you. All right, Cowboy Nation, that's my time. I truly thank you all for your time. And make sure you subscribe to this channel, become a part of this great community. As you know, we're getting ready to go against the Ravens in week 3. Can we turn this thing around? It's only been 2 weeks. I am convinced that we can turn it around. Alright, again, that's my time. I truly thank you all for yours. Make sure you share this content with a friend, a neighbor, a family member, a co-worker, a stranger, and even your enemy. And just maybe, y'all may become friends when you begin to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. DC for life. Peace.
Majestic Sounds.